What up, y'all? Big Frank here to add another name to the fallen. As most of you know by now, about 2 months ago, Free died. And if you know Free, you know at least about three things about him. If you're from downtown Brooklyn, like I am, like he was, like most of you are, people have about three things they can say about you, right? These are the three things I knew about Free. Thing one, he was really skinny. I knew the guy about 30 years. He never gained any weight, right? He was always the same body type. Kind of guy who can eat a whole bang knee and not gain a pound. Whereas me, I walk by a fucking cookie jar, I gained 2 pounds. He was always skinny. Now I don't know if it was his natural body type or if it was the drugs, or that he just kept moving because he was a dancer. But yeah, he was really thin up into his last days. But bringing me to thing two, for a thin dude, he took no shorts. He wasn't a violent guy, but he would fight. There are stories that he had, when I met him, it was in the 80s, and he had that pancake hat and the baggy pants and the Chinese shoes. He looked like Leroy from The Last Dragon. And somebody told me that they used to pay him to get karate lessons. Now, I don't know if he was a black belt, if he owned a belt or whatever, or it was just a straight hustle. Either way, those kids got a lesson. But yeah, there was this one time he's hanging out. It was a summer night. He's with his lady. I'm not gonna mention any names. We all know who she was. And this Mexican dude went across the street, started pissing in the corner. Free got up because, the guy pulled out his Johnson in front of his lady. Free got up and wasn't having that. Started screaming. The dude disrespected him, set Free off. Free called us because we was around the corner. And, we all ran over. But Free was from downtown Brooklyn, and y'all know the rules. If you're going to, we got your back, but if you want to fight, you got to throw the first punch. So Free snuffed him, and then punches started flying. Mexicans started dropping. It was crazy. He was also part of that group. I don't know how many of you remember this. When we were in LG, we were in a church party, and the guys from LG got pissed at us and trapped us in the church. Everybody with cars left, and then they came back to the block. Free was there, Guy was there, Roots was there, and they came back. They got the guns and came back and got us, right? We'll get to those guys in a minute. But yeah, Free took no shorts. Remember the bus ride that we went up to, Sabaco Beach or whatever? Somebody fell asleep, not gonna mention any names, and Free had smeared lipstick on his face as a joke. But the dude wasn't from our crew, right? He was with people from our crew, but he wasn't really part of us. Like, those people got upset, and the bus got really, really tense and hostile for a little while until cooler heads, prevailed. But Free was like, yo, fuck it, if he can't take a joke, he's got something to say, he could say it when we get off the bus. But that was him. He was a thin dude, took no shorts, just like the rest of downtown Brooklyn. Growing up, what I remember about him is him being so thin. When me and Big Lou started lifting weights, he goes, yo, guys, do you know what the strongest muscle on the human body is? And I'm thinking it was your bicep, couldn't show. I was thinking maybe your jaw muscle, a muscle in your leg. He goes, no, it's this. He goes, because you can lift all of that and gain all those muscles, but all I got to do is this, and all that goes away. It's a lesson he taught me that stood with me today, to this day to now. Now I'm sharing it with you. Which brings me to thing three. Despite all of that, he never made me feel threatened. He always had a kind word. He always had a smile on his face. He liked to dance, so dancing it releases endorphins in the brain. He was funny, and we cracked on each other because that's what we did, you snapping and did the does and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everybody went home happy, friends. He will be missed. He was my friend when I met him. He is my friend when he died. He is my friend now. And I've had this discussion with everybody. You die twice in this life. Once when they bury your body, twice when they stop saying your name. And as long as there's air in my lungs, I'm going to say our names, and I'm going to tell the story of downtown Brooklyn. And along the way, I hope I don't offend anybody, because this is just for prosperity. One of the last neighborhoods that I think I'll ever be in and be a part of. It's not the same anymore. So with that, I'm going to read out the names of those who fell before him. Roots, who I still maintain, Omar from The Wire was based off his life. Bubba, Guy, who was 500 pounds when he died. Richie, Boo Boo, whose demons caught up to him and he was in the wrong place at the wrong time when they did. Richie Ubarri, you guys don't remember him, but you remember Norma Ubarri, Diana Ubarri, and his little brother Carlos Ubarri, some of us went to school with. Monique died on 9/11. Her anniversary's coming up soon. Papo, right? He was a big figure. His wake filled the whole place. Mike Bruno also passed away recently. And Steve wasn't from downtown Brooklyn, but would have fit in. Had a big heart, liked to laugh, and wasn't too full of himself. Chepa, who I miss. I still don't know if he's dead yet, but it would have been good to see him one last time. And Glenn, one of the nicest guys I ever met. So with that, Free, I miss you, I love you. Brooklyn, miss you, I love you. If there's anybody I forgot, or story you'd like to share, let me know. And unfortunately, the next time I do one of these things, to add another name, I'll add the story and keep it going for as long as I can. Miss you, love you, out.